What's good, y'all? Welcome to Retroland. Leave those tickets at the booth. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We are right back into this Danganronpa B3. What was I? Look at me. Just nervous about what's happening, you know? So I stopped in the middle of part 1 of the trial. We figured out that Orochimaru finally did what Orochimaru does best. Slithering and snaking around. So I'm gonna hop right back into it. Let's just get it going.
Well now.
Well, looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim Quiz!
Yeah!
A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who have been watching this drawn-out boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It's okay. I'm sure everyone is happy. Beep boop boop bop, boo boo bop. They better be. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. Uh-oh.
Absolutely right.
That's the right answer, Mono Down. He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly. There are no victims. Yep. Even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Cause then everyone mourns you and you get tons of popularity.
Daddy.
Message. Oh, Dad, you don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
All right.
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon. Say less. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm still not ready.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost. I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
How does that make
Does
sense?
not compute.
Right?
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Ooh,
You're on the threshold
Damn.
of amazing adventure showtime.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious. That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm losing relevancy here.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Huh? Did you hear something?
Once powerful
No.
showtime.
I didn't hear anything.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure showtime.
Okay, with that intermission in mind, back to the story.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
The shade.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Oh, Jesus.
Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
It's too late for
Don't you
that.
understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Then why are y'all just ready to pin it on her if she doesn't care? Okay, whatever.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
Well, that's anyways.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
Can we go back to Angie's
It does
case?
seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth.
Right, Gonta. That's the
So
energy
don't
we
give up,
need.
Himiko.
That's the energy we need right now. Himiko, I know how you feel. I used to feel the same way after Akade died. But we can't just give up. We survived. We can't give up. Not for the sake of everyone who died. Alright, we right back into it, y'all. Ooh. Okay, chase. Okay. Body
Performing the
cookies.
seance in that room
Okay.
was Himiko's decision, was it not?
Yes.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Strat only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
Why are you so heavy? The fact no one finds that suspicious. Steered, no. She picked the room, but I think it has maybe.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
Yes.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, what's the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Strat only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped.
I agree.
It's just
Okay.
like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
This. I can't. I can't. I guess there's no crosspiece supporting the floorboard. I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. That man was
While you were
bleeding
in
from the
room next to
dome.
the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Ooh.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
You should be suspecting the person who pushed the narrative that hard. I said native. What's wrong with me?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Suichi. I see you.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility.
Okay,
We
Suichi.
live on.
Spit, brother, spit.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tango.
That wouldn't be no good.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Alright.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Okay, Smarty Pants.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual.
Right? Thanks.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
They're funny.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Superpower? What are you on
What are you
now?
talking about?
Right, what are you on now, brother?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Or to be more specific, the ring.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why didn't no one step on the floorboards until it was used for the murder? Because of the salt. The salt on the ground. He made sure everyone didn't step around where he was, you know. Yeah, that's right.
This is it!
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Yup. He centered it perfectly, just around the floorboard. Perfectly, in fact. And we don't need to reread this.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
Yup.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trip.
So it should be obvious to the class now, right?
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
Yes, this should be obvious to the class now. There's no about, yeah. Okay, can I pick now? Can I pick now? Can I pick now? Can I pick now? Can I pick? Oh, wrong button. Can I pick now?
It has to be you. Kyo. Was it you?
Yup.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick, but that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder.
He would know exactly where to jump on the circle.
The person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Yeah.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
He sounds like Dippin'! It sounds like Dippin'!
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt.
What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yes.
So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
You knew exactly where to go. It wouldn't have mattered.
That is problem.
That wouldn't have mattered if you had the room memorized.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
Bro,
How
it
can you
wouldn't
be so
matter.
calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on the exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right floorboard. Although, even if after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't have to see at all. They used 6 cents.
That's it!
What was 6 cents there for?
The culprit used touch. They didn't see. They felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
Nah, but you can
So
touch
they
salt.
probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing.
There was definitely salt on the ground. Hangman's Gambit. And that's a long word. Nothing close of just salt. So, I don't know, y'all. We're finna struggle again. Yay! Okay. What letters? M? Oh, magic circle. Watch it be magic circle. I was just going for salt. Oh, G. That was an I. Haha, I can't spell. Now I can't spell. Alright. Where's the R? Where's the R? Give me an R, please! My health is that low for what reason?
That's it! The magic circle!
Golly!
The magic circle! Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt.
Why couldn't it just been salt? Why? Extra! Guys are extra!
The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm noticing my camera is extremely laggy right now, and I apologize. I just bought a new cam yesterday, so hopefully that will work out better than this. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, y'all. I really am. It's aggravating for everyone.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
Doesn't matter if you think it's wrong.
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it. Yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Drawing the circle with salt, but all it would guarantee would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Very clever. Exactly.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Oh. Are you finna make yourself useful here?
We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Bro, just... Okay, you don't gotta blind us!
Cut that out! It's too bright!
Bro, just speak
I
up.
apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
I understand. I feel you, Kibo, but that ain't the way.
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What was going on in that scene with her and Kibo ran away? A lot of stuff must have happened.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Spike, if I see something so unnecessary on my screen again, I'm going to scream. Please. Please, I'm not. Please.
Alright, so.
Oh, Spike, what are you finna do?
It's an image recording function.
Image recording?
And I was just saying that for jokes. You wasn't supposed to follow up on my joke, bro. Don't do that.
Specifically, this
Don't
function
do that.
allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
Oh. No, I'm not ready.
From your mouth?
Right?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Oh, you had me, Spike. I was worried. So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? He extended the circle. Look at the corners, y'all. Look at the corners.
There!
He extended the circle.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you,
Mm-hmm.
I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
Mm-hmm.
My lie.
Yeah, your
You
lie.
just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
Which
But
is
that's
a
a
lie.
lie, isn't it?
Yeah.
The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Okay, me.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you.
What was it you were saying about its purpose?
Hey, no! No! No, we weren't supposed to call back to that. No, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, 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 no.
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
What?
You're what? Why?
Ew! That's way worse than what I thought she was finna say. Why?
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan! Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Hiro, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
Himiko for the save. Himiko for the big save.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Can't this be easy?
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
Oh, brother.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Alright, what I got? What I got? Marcus on like white sheet. White sheet. I talked about this. I talked about this.
I am the culprit.
Yeah. Yes.
Then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cave.
Yes.
The only people capable of that.
You.
Are Kokichi and Shuichi.
No, sweetie. Not at all.
Should fall on them.
No, sweetie. Not at all. Not at all.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later.
Nope.
Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage.
Exactly.
That was Himiko.
Exactly.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko.
No, sweetie.
But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
Can we find out who killed Angie though?
The only person who could have set up the sickle.
I'm assuming he killed her too. I'm just gonna assume he killed them both. For now, to avoid confusion, because that's been completely forgotten about, like entirely.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Mm-hmm.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Spike, you're not slick for that. You are not slick. I know that's what you talking about, Willis. I know that's what that was. You're not slick.
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
That's wild right now.
Meaningless?
It is. At least that's what Monokuma said.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yeah. Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there's 2 blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's the first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
Well, if she's saying that, then there goes my theory.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can
figured that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
Well, there goes my theory. Never mind.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Oh, sweetie, that's not how that works. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Yeah, no, 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 no.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
No, no, not anymore. I thought so, but there goes that theory.
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes?
Mm-hmm.
How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
No kidding.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Well, Dane's game for just saying, hey, in case you were wondering, Kyo's not the... Yeah, but Dane does that thing where they go like, well, maybe you were right. But we're just, you know, as I said, just keep playing, bro.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
And I agree.
The culprit's one of you! Wowee! This argument is getting intense! At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial rounds!
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Why were you waiting for it?
Huh? We won't forgive Kaio for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Convince everyone of what? Oh, okay, okay, debate time. Debate time, class debate. Alright, I got you. I thought we was finna get another new mode or something. We're tripping for nothing.
Kyo killed Tenko and
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and...
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
Oh, wait a minute.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
Why is he on our
So
side?
Kyo did kill Tenko, but he's not blackened?
Kokiji! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He's planning to use the new rule to protect himself.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Bro, look at my health!
This is our answer.
Damn, it was the rest of the class versus us four?
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
The dried blood, maybe? I hope that's what it is. If it's not that, I really don't know. No. Right? I'm hoping that's what it is. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
This is it!
Yeah, here we go. I was about to press the wrong one.
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tango's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been his.
Yep.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because happened before the seance was there before Tenko was killed. It was when the air was dry. It was there before Tenko was killed. It happened before the seance. What's the difference? What's the difference here? What's the difference here? Okay, I didn't get the difference. What?
I was wrong.
Bro. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't get the difference because that both means before, but whatever.
That's it.
Whatever. Should've just went with my first mind.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Or the seance?
We should make it clear whose blood it was. It was Angie's.
That's it. That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in the research lab?
No.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone?
Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true? I mean, it makes sense.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
She was gonna go burn the book!
Candle!
I agree.
I thought that was weird. I was like, I feel like Angie would have went through with the. Okay.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Not at all.
No. Angie was gonna use it for the ritual.
I ain't playing this game on a Sunday no more. I ain't doing it.
According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead,
After preparing the wax effigies, burn this Nomicon to ashes. Yada, blah, 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 blah.
Then did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked.
Damn, they was waiting for her. Jeez. That's
why there
tough.
was dried blood under floor.
That's tough.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
If you didn't pick in that room, we wouldn't have known.
Murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tango died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
This nigga is funny. I like Kokichi. He's a headache, but I like him.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Girl, that was your moment to shine.
You're acting as though you've proven that as fact already.
Oh, here this nigga go. I don't want
claim
to.
Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab. Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
She got.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
She got. Oh. Whoever did it slit her throat, taped it closed with the duct tape, carried her to a room, stabbed her again to make it look like that's where she got killed. That's ruthless. Damn.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh, you think she was still alive? Oh, I don't know about all that. I think she was stabbed in her throat and was, that's what I think.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
He attacked her twice. Where's the duct tape? Where's the duct tape? Where's the duct tape? There you go. No? Then I don't know.
I was wrong.
Yep. Well, there goes my theory. I don't know now. Never mind. Well, there goes my theory. What's the question? Was the proof being live after she was attacked? This?
This is it!
Oh, sorry.
The fatal wound was a cut to the... But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
Oh, other way around. Other way around.
See. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Okay, other way around. I had it backwards. Okay, I see what happens. Okay.
Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear.
It seems all clear to me.
What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
I guess we still don't technically know who did it, but we got the how.
What are you? All clear? What are you all? You what? What?
Oh, he's tweaking. He did it.
I will not fear. I will not back down.
Sweet Correggio, calm yourself.
I ain't saying nothing.
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What? I'm with you, Suichi. I ain't saying nothing.
Teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
Does he have multiple personalities? What's going on here?
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Oh, Lord. Here we go again! What I got? Bloody duct tape. Bloody duct tape.
Was attacked in the empty room first.
Yeah.
And then carried into the research lab?
Yes.
Impossible.
Impossible!
No, not
That's
impossible.
nothing but a delusion!
No.
You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
Not at all.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
Bring it back.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wiped them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What's the difference between picking that yellow one and the other, considering it literally meant the same fucking thing? But whatever.
What? It was wrapped around her head to stop the
And
bleeding
at this
while she
point,
was
I am
being carried.
completely over this.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie. It has to be you. It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Killed both of them.
Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
That's it! Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tango wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie.
There was no reason for him to kill Tinkle.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it?
I'm over this,
Calm
bro.
yourself, Korekio.
Yes.
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking to someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
What's real? I'm still stuck on the fact that I was picking on the wrong yellow freaking text. What was the difference? I would like to be maybe I'm just slow, but I didn't think there was really a difference between him saying that one line and then furtherly explaining himself why she couldn't have died in that room. I did not see the difference.
But you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Corinthian. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
I honestly don't know what the weapon could be. I'm just thinking either the blunt end of the sheath. Maybe no. I don't think the sheath would be that heavy. Oh, I don't know. It could be the sheath. You could have knocked her upside the head with it and took the rest of the katana and took it to the other room and then put the sheath back to make it look like they only took the katana. I don't know. I don't know.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood.
I don't. I will be honest. I don't know.
Apologize. Come on, apologize.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Come on. Apologize. Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happened?
Yeah, moving on. We're moving on with this. I have to prove it to him? What? Huh? Oh.
I have nothing.
Bring it back.
Wasn't reading!
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
It ends here!
Jeez. Hey.
Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie. I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And a cold copter with a floorboard.
All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
It's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Kyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Alright. More struggling time! Yay! Let's get this out the way. What's this? What do I got? Small stone. Duct tape.
This is the truth of the case!
Ooh.
Let's look back at the first murder.
Okay.
It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Why is it moving so slowly?
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
He had a lot of time.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery, First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium, but our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along.
This is long, bro.
And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner, finished the ritual, and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance.
All that extra talking he was doing, talking about, oh, why can't she hear us? That was him stalling, trying to get back to his corner.
While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken the picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Whoever was on that guitar was going, dummy.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekyo. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Fortunately, yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
Huh?
100 friends?
Come again?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
You think you can accomplish that by murdering people?
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
What is he trying to say? He got away with killing like 100 different people? I'm lost.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement! As the blackened and the spotless finally face off, it's voting time!
They really just kicked one of them all out of that. Somebody's finna get bodied again. He finna murk one of y'all. Keep playing with Mono down. Keep playing with Mono down, y'all. That's crazy, and I talk to him the most during free time. That's really wild.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Oh, how are they finna kill you, my boy? How are they finna kill the good old Orochimaru? The man who can't die. A lot of A's. And despite of me struggling, I got an A. Let me see. Hold on. Where's the part where I died at? Where's that at? Closing argument, B. There's a B right there. I don't know what that B was for. That might have been... That's probably when I was supposed to lie. Anytime I'm supposed to lie, I kind of fumble, so... But I'm gold everywhere else. I'll take that. I'll take my A. Oh, back to me. Back to me, I guess. Wow, seriously? You're correct again.
Absolutely right.
Amazing. This is the third correct verdict in a row.
All right.
If you managed to... 1 second, y'all. Sorry. I'm back. Okay. I'm back. Where was I? Oh. If you manage to get 12 verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. Oh, I read that in my... I think I read that in my Monokuma voice. I can't tell anymore. I kind of give Montaro like a little basic voice. I can't remember anymore. How is this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No? Not yet. Oh, wait. That's Himiko. No. Not yet. I haven't heard an answer yet. Kaio, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right.
Yeah. He no need killed them both. No matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive? Hey. Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student? Or... And even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
Hey, shut up. I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual, that had nothing to do with it. Then why'd you do it? Well, because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. Yeah, you made that clear, so why'd you do it? I would never kill someone that's over such a silly thing as that. Then what? You were just mad that Angie just, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Why'd you do it then? So, it has nothing to do with the motive.
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
What is...
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? F you, some of us aren't that lucky. To see this lovers of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
I see. So that's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill them both? If you asked I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside.
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not his lover. Me, no one was... Okay.
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting... No one would want you anyway. Golly, bro, Kokichi, I'm stumbling over your name and such because you shock me almost every time.
Sploosh!
What? Bro, Miyu's down for the cause. I know there's some fanfics about Kokichi and Miyu out there. I know there is. I know there's fan art and fanfics out there everywhere. I know there is, but I ain't gonna look up any of them. You know why? Because there's probably gonna be spoilers and it's probably gonna be nasty. I ain't doing it. Hey, Kaio, who is it? Who is this person that you love?
Hey.
Is it really one of us? He doesn't mean inside the killing game, you dimwits. When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see.
I mean, inside me.
Sister.
No, Spike. This is where I draw the line. This is where I draw the line. I'll be reading this on my own part, on my own time. I'm editing this out. No! I draw the line here. I'll flash forward to the freaking killing, depending on how much she talks. So, if there's an edit right here, you know why.
Always messing around.
No. You had to kill for her. What?
Huh? Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Yeah, I wonder why. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
Huh?
Now I see why he was killing people. That's stupid.
Do you understand?
That's so stupid. This is beyond stupid logic in the defend realms of stupid. Just for a purified example, there's many people who I loved passed away this year. Doesn't mean I'm going to go kill people so they can have some company. There's already company up there. At least in my rule book, there's company up there. For some people, they don't believe that. But whatever. Regardless of the fact, if you know somebody is gone, you're not going to go send people to also be missing from up... That makes no sense.
For my beloved.
You said you lost a lot already, right? So, it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Yeah, this man's a serial killer. So we did the double murder and the serial killer murder all in one. Interesting. It seems that he was already crazy before he got here.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. That's what you are, bro. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being my sister's friends. That's a serial killer.
Huh?
Only girls. I see. So when we were deciding who should be the medium, before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Oh, he did say that. I didn't even pay that any attention. I thought he was just saying that because Angie was a girl. I didn't really think, okay. You said it would work best with a girl. What the heck? I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being my sister's friends.
Yeah?
All worthy?
Why you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care. I don't think you want to be included with this.
Then
the second victim could have been me? Tanko died in place of me? Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. No! I'll do it!
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tanko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for my sister. It would have been really tough if your sister and her became friends, and she got you to call start calling you a degenerate male, and then your sister started calling you a degenerate male. That would have been tough, bro. I don't know about that one, but hey, whatever floats your freaking boat.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Yeah, for her own personal gains, just like you're doing now.
Huh?
But how did you... It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes, she stood up to the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for my sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well,
she was a little overbearing, I'm not gonna lie, but she wasn't horrible, but she was overbearing, but Although I was planning on having you becoming my sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
You do all that for... Wow, you did all that just for a kill. You'd go that far? That's pretty impressive. You were interested in a caged child just so you could kill someone.
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that...
For my beloved sister!
I wanted to kill for my sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling. Kaito finna be sick!
Are you okay?
You look kinda pale, Kaito. He's finna barf. Don't worry about it. Let's just focus on Kyle right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However...
But Angie walked in on me, preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it'd be such a shame just to waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. He did! No, you definitely did. No, that's definitely a just because, sir. You have such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
Oh, dear.
You're right. Because of that, I now can't send 100 friends to you, sister. Do you understand now? Those are the circumstances of Kyo's crime. I don't understand. This is all impossible for me to understand. I am confuzzled. I am confusion.
Why?
Alright. Killing 2 friends for a dead one?
But how?
That's wrong! That's so wrong! Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after my sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
So then...
The nature of killing game is so shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I've finished my explanation to you, friend. You're no friend of mine, sir. I think I shall go see her now. My beloved sister.
I shall observe.
I don't want you watching over me. I don't think anyone here wants you watching over them. Let's just move on. Let's go.
Humanity is beautiful.
Bye.
It's punishment time!
Again. He's gonna kick one of them in the fire. Oh, poor Mono down. Damn. Hey yo! I know my face can't freeze on a horrible face, but I don't care. Hey yo!
How gory!
No. Monodam, why? You know why! I was ignoring that man. Like he didn't exist.
How can this be?
What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide.
Yay!
Ah, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he'd kill himself because he couldn't get along. Monodam committed suicide. I don't know this was happening. I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right.
And then you start ignoring him at the end. Yes, but the other Mono Cubs drove him to suicide. But not me.
Hey.
Who's Monodam?
Eh?
You already forgot? That's kind of scary.
Well then.
Well, looks like another class trial has been wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You sure you guys don't want to use it? Guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster.
You?
Shut up! How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who could say? What a waste. If none of you was gonna even use it, you should let me have it. I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one?
Eh?
Well, I don't know. They're all kind of terrible. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it was just the two of us this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
And then there were 7? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 8. Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing around.
Man, this is stupid. But what people believe is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead. Exactly.
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead. No matter what. That's not something a coward like you should be saying. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But
they're so cute. But there is one thing that this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his best.
Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone. But your talent is in the top. I don't want Suichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm sick of these class trials.
You're right.
I'm right behind you, sister. Right behind you. Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that? Kokichi is asking for it, bro. Leave her alone.
Okay.
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
That's right.
That may not be possible right now, but I'll put the effort so everyone can trust me. I'm not gonna run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling starts showing itself? Don't underestimate her. Maki Ro's one of my sidekicks after all.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Ro? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner. Especially not after losing several people. You know, Kokichi, it be like that sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm distracted because I keep seeing one little ant making its way around. Sorry. You're right. Only 9 people left now. I didn't count myself when I said 8. Ahaha. Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed to right. Only 9 remain.
Actually,
But that calculation doesn't make you one of the pieces.
But
just 9.
well,
Humans are like weeds. Too numerous to count. 7 of us dead don't even mean that much in the end. Shit. That's what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right?
How rude!
I am not thinking that! Your blatant robophobia is just inexcusable!
But you know...
But hey, none of us has given up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god or spirits or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay. Well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey.
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize for everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it into the ground with all your strength. You got that?
No way!
I have never heard of such an intense apology. It seems like everything is settled. For now. Even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey!
I think we should let her have some space for now. I think that might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Oh, Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko's such a liar. Oh Lord, we doing this right now?
Huh? Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself. You know?
Right?
What are you saying about Himiko's feelings?
Nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because?
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
What are you repressing, huh? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? Hold back. Expressing your feeling is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. And well, I mean, laughing just makes you feel better. And venting your anger on something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. Teiko, Ishi, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I can't go where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm lonely without the both of you.
Damn it.
Well, depression time. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried and cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before she knew it, as lured by doing so, we began crying. Bro, that's just sad. Don't show me that. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we've been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love, tears filled with all emotions. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However, now she fell asleep.
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
I doubt it.
No, she's fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
I'm dropping stuff, y'all. Hold on. Dropping stuff.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then go and carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya.
That's so rude.
There's no way he'd do such a thing.
Right.
Dota is a gentleman after all.
He was horrible. As we were heading back to the dorms, I noticed something. Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something stupid. If you just like scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. Worried about me? Yeah, worry about your stupidity. Still hasn't warmed up to me yet, huh?
But...
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up, they're coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. You sound like you're bragging.
Huh.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Alright, got it. I'll see you tomorrow, Kaito.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. He is...
Damn it.
This nigga is sick. Shit.
I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Maxo.
Alright. Wanna save? Yeah, so that is the end of the third class trial. That was a lot. That was a lot, especially for the ending. That was a lot. Sorry if there's like, if you notice like there's a lot of jump cut edits. I did that on purpose with the dialogue. I have to breeze through some things. A little too much for YouTube. I mean, on my own time, the story is alright, but for YouTube, that's a little bit much. I'm about to jump cut some things. You know, so if there's a lot of that, I apologize. Kaito is still not feeling well, as confirmed. He's not feeling well. Himiko is trying to cope, and yeah, we're just trying to get through this game, bro. We finna see what's up, you know, what's next in store for us. We're about to see what's next in store for us. So, on that note, the exit's on your left. Blue skidoo, y'all. See you next.